Good, hopefully. So, on the post that I posted, I was like, check on your tough friends, right? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? I decided to go bright today, but I just wanted to extend a message to you guys on my journey. I say this because I do it, and I think it's done for me as well. But I want to say this to everybody who's listening today. Check on your strong friends. Check on them. Check on them, see how they doing. Just because you see them strong does not mean that they're always okay, right? So that is just like the most simplest message I have for you guys. I'm sorry, put these glasses on, y'all. It's sunny outside. Finally, I'm so over the rain, but we need rain to make things grow. So, but no, like honestly speaking, you guys, like check on your tough, strong-willed friend. Shit, even check on the ones who working on from the inside out. Yeah, that's the message though. Hope y'all are enjoying your weekend, start to the weekend, and I'll let y'all later. Peace. Check on your tough friends, right? You should always do that. I think a lot of times people don't see what people are going through, right? And it makes me a little emotional because I have a lot of tough friends, right? A lot of them. And I do check on them because I feel like the toughest friends I have the softest interiors. Like, you have conversations with them and it's like, you'd be glad you checked on your tough friends. Yeah. Boy, the conversations I be having with my tough friends, they seem to revolve around the same subject matter sometimes. And I think a lot of times it's about how you're treated as an individual, right? I can relate to that in a sense. I like to look at the world as a whole. And I look at circumstances, I look at, family members, I look at friends, I look at I don't necessarily categorize what I'm looking at when I'm trying to like understand like even the things that I go through, right? And like when I talk to my friends, they all have relationship issues. I'd be like, damn, is it worth it? Is it even be in a relationship? Like for real? And I think I've been shy of that for a very long time because I see too many fucking horror stories. It's like, do I really want to do that? And I think a lot of times it stems from a lot of trauma, a lot of built up trauma, a lot of, I think it's just trauma. And you would think with me, right? No lie, like you would think that I would be the worst motherfucker ever when it comes to connecting, relationships, any of the above, right? And I'm actually the complete opposite because there's that part of me that feels like love and connection and transparency and purity in the heart space exists. Like I do. But I'm saying purity is in perfection. Just like I'm coming from a pure space, right? I've always felt like, that's I try to continue to be that. Like I feel like the heart space is just you being who you are, and the one who really loves you or cares about you should in a way kind of reciprocate it, just in a way, they're not you, so you don't expect them to respond like you do, right? And I've just been looking at these different circumstances these conversations that I've had with friends, and just in awe, like mouth drops to the floor, like how the fuck do people really treat people like that? You know what I'm saying? And then I also look at circumstances where, you know, people in my life, they be like fucked up. Like you be like, did you get married? You're like, who married your ass? You be like, what the fuck? Like, so it starts to make me wonder, like, when it comes to like connections, like, do people tend to enjoy the assholes? Like, if you come from a genuine place, you got a good heart. Like, even with, like, one of my friends, she's like super sweet. She got a little snapback on her. She ain't like no like doormat or nothing, but she just really sweet and just a beautiful, well-rounded. When I say well-rounded, I mean all the way around, just an amazing woman. And we talk all the time about like just connections and wanting, or I would say wanting, you know, desiring a companionship, you know, or connection, and just a level of just unhealed presence and dysfunction and hurt for me, because it's like no matter how truly genuine you are and like trying to connect and get to know people, it's ultimately some pain there, and it ends up not being what you would like or desire for it to be, or it's like you have to fight through the battles of trauma and everything else to even get in that place, and 9 times out of 10 you end up alone. And then that's just tends to be the storyline of a lot of the people that I know, right? And you know, I'm like this happy-go-lucky, bubbly friend that's like, oh, you know, love exists, and if you want love, you have to be and embody that, and you know, eventually it'll come, right? I'm starting to fucking think that's bullshit. I think it's bullshit. I am love and light all the time because that's just who I am. I look at the assholes of my life. I look at the balanced people in my life. And what I find is the assholes are always the ones that are successful in relationships or connections. I don't understand that. It's like the people like to chase toxicity. It's like, don't be balanced and believe in love, because to me, I feel like that makes everybody fucking disregard you. And in the end, you just feel like love just doesn't fucking exist. I have been that. I continue to be that, but I feel like I've been that for as long as I can say I've been living. Like, I've always, and sorry if I'm emotional, but I've always been that person that has operated out of just love, because that's just who I am. And they always say, like, God gives their strongest soldiers their toughest battles. And there's just a part of me that's tired of the battle. I am starting to feel discouraged. Very discouraged. We have our ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? Life is like a flow, right? We are not always strong, man. And it's okay. It's okay. It's fucking okay. I have been on the phone with my friends who have been crying I've been on the phone with friends who are assholes and are succeeding with this thing. But then I look at it like, maybe are they really succeeding? One person's been married 3 times or been in a connection 3 times like that, and it didn't work. So it's like, are they really succeeding, or are they just really good at manipulating situations? But I be feeling like in my genuine space, I've been hurt too much to the point where I feel like love don't exist. For real. I don't feel like it exists as much as I did before. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. It is like, because I'm tired, I've pulled back so much. And I've worked on myself. And I continue to work on myself. And then people are like, you need to get out more. You need to do more. You need to hang around people. You're not going to discover anything if you're by yourself all the time. You're right. But it's much safer here. It's so much safer here. You never have to sit here and lick my fucking wounds. It's safer here. It's safer here. Do not believe that. I do believe that maybe there's certain people who don't receive love ever, and I feel like I'm that person. I feel like being in this comfortable place of being alone, it's gonna be me for the rest of my life. I do. I'm not gonna be the old lady with 15 cats. I just feel like I'm just gonna be this person who grows and still operates out of love alone and continues to watch people grow. I mean, I ain't say I'm not gonna grow, but and I just be wanting the best for people. So I think that's where I'm gonna be cheering for everybody. Sorry, that's fucking tissue. I'm gonna be cheering for everybody and hoping that everybody wins, right? While there's this part of me that feels like I'm not. In a fucked up way. I feel like I feel like I'll be stuck in this situation where as much as I see the light, as much as I feel like I embody that light, I'm always going to be in this box. I feel like this shiny little toy that's on a shelf, right? And somebody just walks past it and they're like, oh my God, what a lovely toy that is. And then they'll play with it for a little while and I'm like, oh, it's awesome. Doesn't matter. I'm still getting put back on the fucking shelf. That's kind of just how I feel. I feel shelved a lot. I literally, it sounds crazy. I feel like that Nas song. I don't know if you ever heard that Nas song. I can't remember the name of it. I'm trying to put the lyrics in my head. Okay, the Nas song where it's like you the gun. It's like I'm a gun. Like, shit, I'm a motherfucking gun. I don't believe that shit. It's been so cold night and bloody days. You know, I'm talking about the song. Pull my skin back and cock me. I was off and they unlocked me. It was also what happens when niggas shot. I see niggas waiting for I hired a little box of canal, see living hush. They get up and pat it. They pull me out. The I'm a Gun song. That's how I be feeling. And I'm the person right now that feels like I want to jam up on everybody because I don't want to be the effects of what happens because I'm that. Oh, that used to be my jam back in the day, but that be how I be feeling like I don't want to hurt anymore, right? And I don't mean that in relationships necessarily. I think that's for me all the way around. Just people. I don't want to hurt anymore by putting myself out there. I don't fucking want to put myself out there anymore. I just don't. Vulnerables. Folks be acting like they don't be going through shit. Stop. I go through shit, and here it is. Who cares? I might even wake up the next day and feel completely different. Who fucking knows? But my emotions are mine, and they're raw. And they're realistic. I'm fucking human. I have a big heart. I do. I just think people with big hearts don't. I don't know. I just feel like people with big hearts are always the ones that hurt the most. And I won't say big hearts like that. I would say meaningful big hearts. Like, if we're gonna approach you or have a conversation, it's from the heart. It's not pretending to be something. I think a lot of times people will have opinions, they'll say things, they'll give you advice, they'll talk to you, but is it literally coming from a genuine heart space? And for me, yes, it does. I think a lot of times when I have conversations with people, I've that empath in me literally feels that pain that person may be discussing to me. So, and then there's certain people you can just look at them and see it in their eyes, even though they don't tell you. So it's like, my life has been a whirlwind of heartache. I sometimes feel like I trigger a lot of people by having the heart space that I have. Like, I even look at one of the most pivotal times I've had where my heart was crushed, right? I think some are starting to I think one is starting to really beat my ass when I look at the overall picture, but kick my ass. But I look at one of the most dominant heartaches that I've had, and I think I was put in that person's life to trigger a healing, right? Sorry. I think I was put in their life to trigger a healing. And some people's demons are heavier than their healing. And in that, you get destroyed if you're not careful. Then there are some people who you trigger something in them that makes them want to heal. But within that, it hurts you. And I do believe there's a part that you trigger people to want to do better in their heart spaces and they stay. I think that's like 1%. Negative 1% sometimes. Like, I don't feel like my heart space and being who I am and triggering people to feel their heart space is always necessarily a good thing. I think that's the reason why I don't believe true love should exist anymore. that were the case, then why would I continue to be hurt in my process, right? Yeah. Why do I have amazing friends who continue to be hurt, right? Why is it that the assholes that I know are like thriving in love? I don't fucking know. I just feel like people like assholes, I guess. People don't like people who have a nice heart space that are genuine and sweet. And I'm tired of being nice sometimes. Because I mean, that's who I am, but I almost feel like I need to put on a mask and be a fucking asshole. But that would be a mask. And there's a part of me that tries to stray away from putting a mask on because I've suffered by people who wear masks. So it's like, what the fuck are you supposed to do with that? The fuck are you supposed to do with that, right? Like, I think for me, I'd just be ready to like, if I could, I would pack all my shit and move somewhere that is beautiful. It's me and my son, man. And just never give a fuck about love again. Or having my heart crushed by people. I am drained. As much as I fill my cup, it gets empty so fucking fast. And I'm sitting here with a dry ass fucking cup. Well, I feel like a lot of it is poured into others, but a lot of it gets evaporated by my pain. Whew. Heavy evap. A lot of pain. I've had to process this so much in my life. And even though I processed it, I still go to counseling. I do not know what fucking direction I'm going in. I am so fucking confused. So confused. I don't know anymore. I don't fucking know anymore. I just want to be happy. And I feel like there's times, so many times where I feel like I found that within myself and I don't need other people around to fulfill that destiny, right? Or to help me with that destiny. Check on your strong friends. I genuinely, for the most part, feel like happiness is within. But let's be real. We don't always want to be alone either. We want to find our tribe, like the people who can understand us from the core and just love us as we are, not continuously hurt us. And that's all I ask. And I feel like I'm not finding that in anybody. And it fucking hurts. It hurts. Yeah. Let me also say this. I am fucking drained, right? I'm drained from people always pulling at me, wanting my time, my heart space. It's pulling. And it's not reciprocated or appreciated. That is the most painful shit ever. Where you feel like you're like, okay, I'm pouring. And you just look down and you're like, what the fuck? Well, the roots are rotted. Because you try to overwater yourself in your solitude. So as you're pouring from the root rot, everybody's still getting that water or whatever. You look at your root and nothing's able to grow from it. Because there's moments where you overwater yourself just for you. And too much water doesn't always be a good thing too, but then also giving everybody your water is not good either. That's the best way to describe that, I guess. But yeah, I'm tired, man. I am tired, but yeah. Just got a phone call in the midst of all that oh, something's not good, something's not that. I need you to help me. All right, goddamn. Like, I'm tired, y'all. That's all I got. All right, peace.